Well, hello. Welcome in TikTok and YouTube Coconuts. My music is a little OD right now. Turn her down. Pull up my chair. I haven't even sat down yet. And let's get into it. We left off on a really beautiful page. I forgot what my plan was. But I'm really liking what's happening in here. I'm enjoying where we are so far. So I'll kind of reorient myself on what we were up to here while people join in. Got my eyes water. In case I get parched, I'll be in here yapping. Okay. Hey, Donna Squirrel. Hey, y'all. All right. I think I was going to use teal because it's out on my desk, which is a good indicator that that was a part of my plan. I don't know if I all the way love that. So I'm going to look at some other colors as well. Hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. All right. Okay, maybe I'll do a color combo. Love a color combo. So I think I'm going to start with Olive Green G190 by Ohuhu. It's not actually olive green if you're new here. Ohuhu names colors completely inaccurately. I think at this point it's part of their branding. I think it's a little ha-ha-hee-hee. Because they can't be for real. Hey, girl. Welcome in. But I'm going to do two-tone leaves. But I like this green against the purple. I like the teal too. That's why I'm going to do them two-tone. But I feel like it needs a little freshness. That's why I wanted like this nice, like, I would call this like a grass green. You know? Hey, Sandy girl. So, I love the color too. Welcome in. Well, thank you, Bailey. Hey, Chris. Alright. Hey, Coco. She's gorgeous. I miss Friday. How was your weekend? I know you wasn't here Friday. I was like, where's Carrie? My weekend was pretty good. Had a really nice Easter. Ate good food. Had time with the family. Michael was doing all the things. But it was good. Oh no, not the family emergency. I hope all is well. And I hope things are going well for you and the family. Those are the worst. Alright. He did get a Rubik's Cube. He did get, I don't even know what it's called, but it's all black until it gets warmed up. Then the colors appear and you have to solve it before it cools back down and turns all black again. So he thought that was pretty awesome. Okay, I'm happy to hear it, Kay. Welcome in. All right, scooch my little protector over. So he was very excited about that. I made his basket like super late because we had our Zoom call for the club, and we always run those over. So by the time I got myself all sorted out, it was very late and I was very disoriented. It was not my favorite basket making session, if I'm being honest. But hey, there's always next year. There's always next year. Hey, Miss Maris. And I'm just filling this all in if you're just joining with Olive Green G190. And this is by Ohuhu. Well, let me try and move you guys so the comments are not right on top. Trinidad in the house, woo woo. Hello, hello from New York. Thank you for all the sleeve love. Last week, the sleeve was a cause for concern for many, so I'm very happy that I was able to deliver. Because people were popping in last week, ready to burn the live down, okay? Last week, I had a lot of interactions on the internet that have me reflecting, honestly, on the future of all of this. I'm just a girl. If you saw my last video that I just posted, how I quit my job, you know, I'm really trying to prioritize myself this year, my mental health, making choices, hard choices, but best choices. Trying not to choose convenience. And I think I'm going to have to make a lot of hard choices coming up soon, and it's going to impact us as a community. But I also feel like I got to do what I got to do. Because right now I'm feeling like there are aspects to Coco Michelle that are bringing my vibes down, bringing my energy down. And in order to keep the ship afloat, certain things can't continue. I don't like the sound of this. Honestly, just based off of like recent events, and I've just been reflecting a lot, thinking about everything connected to the coloring club. And I don't know if the coloring club should continue right now. That's like what's really on my spirit. And I went to bed, I prayed. And it's just feeling like it just doesn't feel right anymore. I would still do the lives and all that stuff, but the club itself, it just feels like between the disagreements within the coconuts, there's people who are talking amongst themselves and not coming to me, have still not come to me, which makes me feel very uncomfortable within the space that I created. I feel like there's a subset of people that are not happy there, and I'm taking their money, but they don't want to be there for whatever reason. They're not coming forward, but they're talking about it amongst themselves. Then there's people in there who are poaching from my community, literally taking people from my club to join their club, not paying their monthly fee on time, ignoring me when I confront them. Like, it's just not, I don't have the correct infrastructure. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the correct infrastructure or foundation for the size of what I've built. Things are getting out of hand and I'm getting crushed. And that's what's on my spirit right now. So I don't know. Yeah, Desi, I'm thinking about just pausing it or starting it over completely and just starting from scratch, because the community just I feel like I'm failing right now, even though logically I know I'm not. That's what that space is making me feel, you know. But coming on here, you know, this holds me accountable. I have to color. I have to do the things that keep my business afloat. But the more I think about it, it's just not, you know, whatever. But that's bringing the vibes down. Bringing the vibes down. So, but that's what's really sitting on my spirit right now. Who knows? I'm giving myself the week to just kind of try my best and see like what feels right. This is teal, by the way, BG8. To see what feels best, but I would still show up on here for you guys and still come out with coloring books and still create my videos and my mantras. But the club itself, I think it just needs more structure. I think I was treating it in a way that was not from a place of authority. And then when things started happening, it was like I was not standing on business. You know what I'm saying? I was, can't we all just get along? And it was too far gone, you know? Yeah, it's up here. Page protector's right here. So we'll see. Anyone who's actually in the club, obviously, I'll make sure you guys are the first to know if anything is changing or anything along those lines. But it is weighing on my mind. It is. Especially the person who was poaching my community, that's like really kind of making me upset. But it is what it is. I guess it's all a sign that I'm doing something right. I'm doing something right. Because the amount of fingertips nipping at my kitchen on the back of my neck. Please. There's one thing I've just tried to say over and over again is there's room for everyone. That's why I come on here and I show people how to do the things that I've learned in my coloring journey so that you guys can take it and apply it and make it bigger and better and do your own things and build your own communities. Like, I don't gatekeep anything. And now it just feels like I'm being taken advantage of. And I don't like that. And to not even respond, it's just gross, to be honest. let alone the other person who came out with a coloring book, which is exactly Coco, coloring with Coco, but coloring with insert name here. Same font, same cover style, same everything. I'm like, child, please, I'm begging. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? Just, can't we all just color? Like, why am I competing with people within my community? People I'm thinking are here looking for my guidance and really are just trying to take advantage. So, but all is well. All is well. At the end of the day, it comes with the territory. I'm choosing to be online and to have an audience. And this stuff comes with it. So I will learn and I will find my path like I always do. But that path may look different than the path I'm on today. And I'm allowing myself the grace to make those decisions because I always want to consider everybody else, but at this point in time, I gotta put me first, Lucius. I gotta put me first. Thank you for the nail love. Just got them done. Thank you, Paris. I was a little annoyed. I was like, Katie, these colors are not the same, Katie. I was like, it's fine. She was already giving me this there because I came in asking for 3D art. I'm like, what? Was I supposed to tell you that ahead of time? I don't know. You already know I'm not a normal refill appointment, okay? Just clear your whole schedule. Just clear it all. Yeah, the different colors grew on me now. I'm okay with it now. Boom, 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 boom. So I feel like we have more to do on this page than what we actually have to do. We're actually in a pretty good place, so we can start. Well, let me not get too excited. You know, this is the phase where I could really draw it out. But I don't think there's really too much left to draw. I drew her out. Yeah, Katie was looking at me like, girl. Like, what? What did I do? But I am going to start the April if we have time, because it's April 1st. So I'll start the April page in the coloring calendar if we finish this with enough time. These are hoo-hoo markers. They're alcohol based. So alright. I know I have on my calendar to film a boot camp this week. I'm so excited. I wanna put a little more production. Okay. So I want to put a little more production into it and really take my time. I'm sure the boot camps will get stolen eventually too, so might as well take advantage of it being my thing and my thing only right now. Because people are not nice. But I'm excited to do a little more fun production style. And girl, I'm saying all of that like, what earring? What are you talking about? Is that an April Fool's joke? Don't forget the earring. That's funny. That's funny. That was a little April Fool's joke. Because she's not actually wearing an earring. So you're like, ha ha ha. Don't forget the earring that she's not wearing. This is volume 1. I'm going to do a second coat of the teal on this big, whatchamacallit, fiddle leaf. Ay, ay, ay. So, but I did feel released. I woke up, I was like, I'm standing on business. No more Mr. Nice Guy. The girl who was poaching people from my community has been excommunicated. Her membership has been canceled, even though she didn't pay her last month. So it was going to cancel itself in a couple of days, which maybe was her plan. Come in, start inviting a bunch of people to her own Discord, and then bounce. Sounds like a stand-up lady. No pun intended. I also blocked the person whose coloring book was a copy and paste of mine on all platforms. I enjoyed that. Because in real life, I just live a very calm, very peaceful, low-key lifestyle. I don't have people in my life that disturb my peace. I don't allow that to be in my presence. And just because it's online, I should not feel obligated to allow people to have access to me. And a lot of the times when I write my little Monday mantras, I'm talking to myself. And that was one of the things in the mantras this morning was, I need to have my boundaries that are for my own good and not for the comfort of others. It's not about anybody else or how your boundaries make others feel. And the people who will be most disturbed by your boundaries are the people who shouldn't have access to you. A boundary shouldn't make somebody feel like they are personally being insulted. That's a red flag. So I'm putting boundaries in place. If it makes me look like the bad guy, so be it. I'm standing on business. I advise everyone do the same. You would do it too. You would do it too. So I'm here standing on business all 2024, period. And I'm happy. I'm happy. So anyone want to build a community off my back, you're going to have to fight for it. You're going to have to fight for it. Because I'm bucking. I'm knocking and bucking and ready to fight. Not here, lady. Not here. We don't do that. We don't do that. Of course we can still be friends. Of course. I think this is a classic example of when it rains, it pours. And when that happens, can you email my boyfriend back? This is a classic example of when it rains, it pours. And all the things are happening at once. And I need to recalibrate so that next storm, I'm ready. You know? For the next storm, I'm ready. That's all. Because for me to be boo-hoo ugly crying on Easter Eve while I'm making my son's Easter basket, I can't allow that. I just really can't. I can't. I know the music is kind of bringing the vibe down on top of what I'm saying. But we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. It's growing pains. I'm just a girl. I'm overwhelmed. The bills don't care. So I'm gonna figure it out. Period. Like I always do. I'm at least happy that I learned that lesson a couple of years back. That things always work out, because they have to. They have to. I'm smart. I'm persistent. I'm prayed up. I have a good heart. So, it's always going to work out. I ain't worried about that. I just gotta find my way. Period. Gotta find my way. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Minor setback for a major comeback. Period. Thank you. I love you guys too. I do. All right. This is Malachite Green by not Ohuhu. Caran d'Ache. I'm going to put this everywhere that I put the teal to really emphasize and bring out the blue. Because when I layered it on top of the olive green, it made it a little more green, and I wanted to have a little more blue. So I like what that's doing. That was a big sip. I almost drowned, y'all. That was crazy. My life just flashed before my eyes. These are Caran d'Ache, the ones I'm using right now. Don't be crushed. I haven't made any firm decisions. It was on my spirit, which is why I wanted to just alert the troops so it's not catching anyone off guard. If y'all get the quick little, y'all don't gotta go home. But y'all gotta go find you something else to do. Maybe get you a little snack, a little popcorn, a little tater tot. Have a seat, and I'll be right back. But it's all right. It's okay. Y'all see, I shouldn't even say nothing because now y'all reacting. I said, give me a second. Just wait. Maybe if we get to 300K, she won't leave us. I'm not leaving you regardless. Y'all still gonna see me here Monday through Friday. Well, Monday through Thursday, TikTok, Friday on YouTube. Our first Friday YouTube live will be this Friday. Actually, yes. I'm scared because y'all know I've been traveling a little bit lately, so I feel scared to say it's this Friday and the next thing you know I'm somewhere else. But I'm gonna stand on business. I'm gonna stand on business. And this is just time for me to reset and figure out. Because remember, I told y'all I was having some issues with reconciling the group anyway for people who canceled their membership, trying to figure out who was still in the Discord but not a member and like all that stuff. So I feel like there's like just multiple layers to the infrastructure that need to be addressed for the size of the group. And then I want it to grow and be bigger and better, you know? That's okay. That is okay. I think there's other artists that use Karen Dash. Don't cry. Y'all, there's been too many tears. There's been too many tears. They are very expensive. I actually bought them specifically. Now, I could write these off in my taxes. I could write these off in my taxes. So, but I bought them specifically for a video where I was showing expensive versus inexpensive colored pencils. It's actually on my page. If you scroll down to October, you can see these versus the Amazon Basics. And I did like them better than the Amazon Basics, I will say that. However, Amazon Basics held their own. And you do not need these. So sorry if Karen Dash is listening right now. You don't need these. They're beautiful. They are definitely professional colored pencils. I would love to learn how to use them like even more like in a technical sense. But the Amazon Basics are significantly better than Crayola, which, sorry Crayola, friend of the family, but y'all know y'all ain't here for the professional quality. Y'all really here for the kids, and we love you for that. Okay, there's room for everybody. There's room for everybody. So Crayola are my favorite crayons. Crayons are waxy in general, but I would say that the Crayola ones are the most, I don't know, the easiest to work with, I would say. When they get like super waxy, where it feels like the free crayons you get with the kids' meal at a restaurant, I can't hang with that. I can hang with that. I want like a more yellow green. Sure. You're welcome. Yeah, y'all know them free crayons. They'll be literally like, why don't you just give me a candle at this point? Because that's what this is. Y'all have my baby coloring with a candle. Okay. Yeah, I think that's a good mix. It's just pure wax. This color is Yellow Green by Caran d'Ache. I have a lot of Caran d'Ache, which is why I tend to reach for them the most these days, because they have like great color variation. I love Prismacolors as well, but these ones are my freshest. Have you tried Crayola's premium colored pencils? I don't think so. Has anyone tried those? Are they interesting? This sharpener I just got from a local art supply. I can never read this. It's so tiny and faded. I want to say Brevaliers. Cretacolor. But it's just like a good solid steel sharpener on the inside. It does not eat my colored pencils up, which is important. I might actually start coloring now. All the coconut. Okay, that I'll bring the club back once I get enough photo evidence that the non-coloring coconuts have started coloring. And on the top of the stack must be a completed page by Sister Chris. Sister Chris, please step to the front of the congregation. You have the power. She said, now wait a minute. Now hold on. Why am I in it? Dun, 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 dun. I knew you were going to say, why am I in it? I knew you were going to say, why am I in it? I'm not leaving TikTok. Just and I'm not confirmed leaving anywhere. It's just my children are reacting to some possible news where I may be stepping away from having a membership club and focusing on rebuilding it stronger and better, and then ultimately bringing it back. Believe it or not, this is my second iteration of having a club, because I had a Patreon once upon a time where I was meant to be doing like art tutorials. It was more focused on like digital art tutorials and behind the scenes and sketchbook tours and how I do things, and that that took me all the way out. I was like, okay, that's not gonna do it. That's a little too much. But then I came out with the coloring club, I want to say 6 months ago, and that's more in the vein of what I want. And I'm happy with the subject matter of the club. Now I need to build it in a way that it can support the size of the group that we have and protect me as the creator, but also protect the coconuts within the space so that everyone feels safe, feels welcome, feels supported. And that is ultimately my responsibility as the the facilitator and administrator of the club, so I take that responsibility very seriously, and I will take accountability on my part in terms of what can I do to make this space better, because I know there's opportunity there. And I have to stand on business, and I have to have tough conversations, and I have to treat it more like work, which kind of makes me want to pull away. I don't like having to think of it that way, but I really have to think about it that way because that's what it is. And my aversion to wanting to treat it that way inadvertently caused a lot of problems and hiccups, you know? Can I say it's intimidating, want to join, but will it be accepted? Will what be accepted? It's not like an application. Anyone can join. I wouldn't recommend joining until next week because it might not exist come after next week, but anyone can join. You don't have to like get accepted in or anything like that. That was milk white as well as rose beige on top. I want to deepen it up a little bit, so I'm going to go in with mahogany. Mimi probably somewhere when we were on the Zoom, she was on her way to New Orleans. I think she was like with friends, so she might be out gallivanting. She joined the Zoom on the plane. Weird Delta in the back. Oh my wow. No commitment. Hey. What is your advice for when you have artist block? That's a great question. I just kind of am coming out of an art block, so I'll tell you what worked for me recently. The first thing was I kind of honored my feelings about what felt good to create. So if doing what I normally do was giving me the ick or feeling intimidating or feeling like a chore, I didn't do that. But I tried to stay as connected to my creativity as possible, because I do have to show up and be here as a part of my job. So what I did was I started reading books, going to museums, really leaning on artists of the past and present to carry me through and re-inspire me, re-engage me, stimulate my mind creatively. And sometimes I would walk away from there still feeling like, nah. And then other times I couldn't wait to come home and doodle and put something down in my sketchbook. But I also just kept in mind, like, the results don't matter. So if I was going to make something in my sketchbook or doodle or write some notes and stuff, I didn't put the weight of the result on my back. I didn't do a list of expectations of what I wanted to come of it. I just created for the sake of creating. And eventually I found myself back in a place where I felt like I wanted to create in the normal sense again. And the post that I did today, I do a monthly post on the 1st of every month on Instagram, was the first time I've created something that I actually liked since February. So for me, someone who creates on a regular basis, that is a long time for me. So I'm happy to be back. But it's really about honoring how you feel, honoring where you are in your creative process, and just trying to engage in creativity in ways that doesn't necessarily involve you doing something. Maybe it's learning, maybe it's reading, maybe it's looking, maybe it's cooking or exercising or doing something else, you know? There's a million ways to be creative, so sometimes just that separation, give yourself room to miss it a little bit. I feel like that really helped me. Ooh, this tip looks like it's like kind of pushed up in there, and I don't have my tweezers in here. And this is the color I want. Why wouldn't it be? I kind of want to do, you know what I used to do back when I first started coloring? I used to do colored pencil backgrounds where I barely even colored it. It was just so light. It was so light, but I would just do that to avoid any issues with ink running out. And as I sit here, that feels really yummy to me right now. I'm just going to swatch a little bit, just see if that interests me. Yes, Destiny, welcome to the familia. I hope you love them. This is a fun hobby. I might be biased, but I think it's a fun hobby. Duh. Should I do an ombre? I kind of feel like doing a little color pencil ombre. Have you heard of circular markers on Amazon? I have not. I have not. How many hours a day do you color? When I'm not on live, I don't color at all. So I would say about 2.5 hours a day. If I ain't with the gang, I ain't coloring. I don't color behind y'all's back. This is too bright. I knew that last sip was aggressive. Sorry. The brewmate is handy. The brewmate is handy. That was a little aggressive. I was trying to read and answer that, so I gulped it down pretty quick. Ashes loves the sips. The sips are for Ashes. Ash, this sip is for you. You, my number one. Spotlights, big stage, 50,000 fans screaming at me. All right, I think I'm gonna do a color pencil background. I'm gonna do it because I want a very specific blue, and I want it to be very light, and I don't want to. You heard the vocals. You heard the vocals. Listen, I could also start a singing club, okay? Just say the word. Just say the word. We could scrap all this coloring stuff and get to the stuff that matters. These vocals. All right. I'm gonna take Smyrna blue. Smyrna. I always say Smyrna, but Smyrna. How many coloring books have you made in your life? Mr. Coco would never lie. I was singing to my baby niece on FaceTime while she started turning her face up. I'm like, don't let your uncle come between us. Because I know he's been in your ear. I know you're only 6 weeks old, but I know he's been talking about me to you. I've made 6 working on number 7. Actually, I've made 7 coloring books. I have 6 published. I'm working on number 8. That's what I should say. All right. I don't know what this wall color is going to be. In fact, I wish I never drew this line. I wish I never drew this line. Why couldn't the page just end here? All the books can be found in the link in my bio. All right. Coming in, coming in, coming in. $2024 will not become available again. Not the coloring calendars, no. Alright. Oops. Thank you for the nail love. This is the Amazon Basic Color Pencil. It's just like a really nice blue. You want to use nice even pressure, not too hard where you hurt yourself. The April page will come out on Friday, because all the downloads come out on Fridays. Yes, I've drawn twists before as one of the hairstyles. In order to get a nice smooth application, even pressure, don't draw straight down, angle your pencil. Don't grip too hard where you hurt yourself. And don't suddenly press down really hard where you're gonna get like one streak that's darker than the rest. So just takes practice. Every once in a while I'll have like a random line make an appearance. But I really like this blue. And I feel like it goes really pretty against the green and the purple and her complexion, which is why I chose it. Stunning. Now, when I used to do color pencil backgrounds, I was hitting it like barely touching the paper. Barely touching the paper. This is volume 1, Coloring with Coco. And this one is the collector's edition that dropped last week on Friday. So this is the single-sided version. Volume 1 historically was a double-sided book, which means there's nothing on the reverse side of this page. So you can color with ink markers and not be ruining any of the pages. So I'm excited for that. And all copies come signed by me. I don't know if that add value for anyone. I used to like things like that, so that's why I thought it would be nice. I'm like, wow. It also has mantra pages in it. Okay. So I pour into myself first, period. That's what we was just talking about. I surround myself with the energy that I deserve. Okay, reminders. What else we got in here? You know, Coco in her sad girl era. I attract the abundance I deserve. Period. I release what no longer serves me. Hello? Whoever wrote these, period. I wrote them. What else? You got this. And do. And do. Grateful for the skin I'm in. Period. And I'm glowing. I think that was the last one that's behind. Okay. Yes, I will definitely do the mantra pages as well on here. Those would be nice breaks for me from having to spend 10 months on skin. Do you only color one page a day? Sometimes there's overlap, but usually it takes me hours to do a page, so by the time I'm done, there's not much left of me to do another. But sometimes I can overlap finishing up one and starting a new one. Shipping email came today, that's what I'm talking about. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you. I just put my request into my son for my birthday. You go ahead. Get your birthday, Mother's Day request in. Tell the people you love it's going down. Pre-order, I think, is going live April 19th. I decided today. I marked it on my Notion calendar. I'm like, this today. The gates will open. Boom, 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 boom. How did you hear that, LaBarbie? I wasn't even talking about that no more. Yeah, the Coloring Club gets discounts, downloads, early access, Zooms, Discord. Congrats on the job. Thank you. Are you going to stay in the fashion arts industry? So what I was doing was actually in the financial tech industry when I left the job that I just left. And now I'm just doing my art full time. At this stage, and also I'm just fresh out of a job. So That's probably why I feel so strongly in this direction, but I can't see myself getting another traditional job like anytime soon. Anytime soon. There's just so much going on with Coco Michelle that really just needs full attention. So I'm welcomed back to the streets by the coconuts. I'm glad to be here. It's been real. Mr. Coco's been holding it down solo dolo. He's a real one. And I also want to allow him to pursue his entrepreneurial dreams, which he had to put on pause to hold down Coco Michelle while I was working. So it is most definitely Mr. Coco's turn. And I want to be a supportive wifey. Okay. So I'm going to hold it down. He wants to do his fitness. So he has a lot of different iterations of how he sees that coming into fruition. But he's a certified personal trainer, considering building an app, considering building a wellness center, a high-end wellness center. He has a close friend / business partner that they're starting the very early stages of what will be their fitness brand. So very exciting. Not me buying Mr. Coco's workout plans. Listen, you're going to be mad at him. I told you, Mr. Coco don't play. When people see him work out, I used to leave the gym. When I tell you we would leave that gym arguing. Please. The side eyes were side eyeing. But the way he can sculpt you, if you do what he tells you to do, that's my problem. Because if anyone's going to tell me what to do, it surely ain't going to be him, okay? Because why are you talking to me like that? Be nice to me. I'm your wife. Thank you. But the results be resulting, okay? But you got to listen. He's not going to go back and forth with you, okay? He surely isn't going to go back and forth with you. He's not a yelling kind of guy. He's not going to drop down and give me. He ain't going to do none of that. He's just going to guilt you and make you feel bad for not choosing yourself. That's what he's going to do. He'll be like, you can do it the way you want to do it. That's fine. That's just a disservice to you. I know how to do it. But if you want to do it that way, that's what I'm saying. He's not going to give you nutrition advice. You don't got to worry about that. He ain't certified to do that. He just going to have you up in the gym. Okay? Up in the gym. During COVID, he had all his clients virtually. And when I tell you he can turn anything into a torture mechanism, okay? He'd be like, oh, I don't have any dumbbells. Don't worry. Go get that Pikachu stuffed animal I see in the back. That'll do. Like, what are you going to do with this? You'll see. Like, what? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and bring that. That'll do it. He has the mindsets. That is true. That is true. But he's realistic. You know, he tries to meet people where they're at while also pushing them, you know. That was a good sip. That was a good sip. I feel energized. I didn't have any coffee today because I ran out of my Nespresso pods and I kept forgetting. So I was having matcha and then I ran out of matcha and I was like, dang. When I tell you at 2:45 we went to go get Michael from camp, spring break, he's in soccer camp. I was knocked out, y'all. By the time we left the driveway, I was bobbing for apples. I can't afford to do that tomorrow. Cannot afford. Gotta start off with the espresso. First thing. Not the live will end in 1 minute. If you don't prove that you're a human. We have detected inactivity. Well, what you mean by that? Oh, there go Mimi. No internet connection. Please try again. Bro. It was threatening to end my life. All right, we're back. One thing about a dog, a hit one gonna holler each and every time. Sorry, I was reading something. Yes, 100K. The threats. TikTok. I don't know how much more active I could be. I'm literally sitting here, coloring, talking, while sitting on a unicycle, spinning plates on one finger. What else do you want me to do to prove I'm active? I don't understand. Boom, boom. I kind of want to take a really light blue and like go over all of it to like melt it, you know? Kind of like when you melt a lace front, you know what I'm saying? That final little spritz, you know what I'm talking about. You just melts it right in. You like scalp where? Okay, it's all scalpity rappity. A mess. I did see that because you tried to do it with the orange and pink the other day. It did not work. Well, now I'm scared. Well, I do it with like colors. So that might help make it less risky. So I'm going to try and find something also that's lighter than this color. Like I might just do like a light gray and see what that does. Because the Amazon Basics, they do have a bit of a grit or a texture to it, because it's a little bit bigger in terms of the wax versus the Caran d'Ache, which gets right up in there. So that was my first mistake, is what I'm hearing. I thought they were close enough. It might have been. I never tried it with like different colors. So that might have been the issue. Did it make it like streaky or muddy, or what happened? New to your page, how did you learn to color like that? Well, welcome, first and foremost. Welcome in. I make these coloring books. I'm an artist professionally, exclusively at this point in my life. And I think a lot of the skills I learned in fashion school kind of informed my color and design. And then I just started coloring pretty much every day and tried new things and tried new materials. And I still want to try more materials and more techniques. I want to start using more patterns, you know. It just sat on top of I see. But I would say the practicing was the most important part. I definitely had a head start though, seeing as I made the books and the art that's in them are usually attached to a vision or a final piece that I already had. So that definitely works in my favor. This is so pretty. I'm loving how the blue is looking. I almost did green, but I was like, you're too much green. You are too much green. So I went with blue. Thank you, Elena. Or Alina. I hope one of those was correct. Thank you, Justinia. Did we stop tapping our screens? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All right. Elena, perfect. Now we only have this little patch left. I don't know, this wall might be staying. I might take me a pair of scissors. Oh, wow. Who put that there? Don't nobody want to deal with that after all that we just went through? I'm gonna just make it the same blue. We'll see. You will not cut that pig. Fine. Yeah, we'll just leave it white. It could be anything. It's a white wall. It's a white door frame. It's a white house. It's something white. Yeah, I'm mad I put a wall in my book. Who does that? And why? Why? Oops. And what of it? And what of it? That's what the wall is saying to me. I'm here, and what of it? And what of it? You want to know why? What do you want to know? No, I don't have the kids line yet. Did you watch the video, my love? Sounds like you watched it because you asked me why I quit my job, which means you saw the video. When I scrolled up, it said that you were asking why'd I put the wall. But now you're saying why'd I quit my job. So now I'm extra confused. Anyway, what time is it? It is 10:29. I don't know, y'all. I don't know if we're gonna start April tonight. It's not giving. We're starting April tonight. We'll see. I already took my shower, so once I get off of here, I can hop straight into bed and get to rubbing these toes together. Period. Please start April tonight. I'm gonna look at April and see what it looks like. I'm gonna see what it looks like. Have y'all done your April yet? Because I need a heads up. I don't remember what April looks like. Started it. Okay, April is done. Is April hard? Should I be fearful? It's crazy to me that I be coloring in these books with y'all like I didn't make them, because I really be surprised when I turn the pages just like y'all. Now I just finished March. Aaron, for some reason, I don't all the way believe that. Ashes did it in her head. Okay. She did it in her head. Porque, I don't know, something about the way you said it sounded like someone who would say it was kind of easy so that I would stay and start it. You know, it gave that energy. That's what it gave. All right, now let me see. Maybe colorless blender, Hannah. Should we try? I never use her. It's easy, I promise. Okay. Oop, oop. What's happening? Oop, oop. I feel like it's dragging some purple. No. Mission aborted. I ain't doing that. I'm scared. Alright. So I'm going to go in and add a little Caran d'Ache sky blue. I'm lying, I don't have the calendar, remember? You sure don't. You had me. You had me. All right. I'm just gonna go around, add a little something. And just in the cut. I could have left it alone. I could have. I'm gonna give y'all a choice. Would you rather me do all the details 100% on this piece and possibly start April tonight? Or would you like me to detail and finish this piece offline and start April right now? I'm gonna do a quick poll. Okay. So smiley face, finish this now. Cry face, start April. Smiley face, finish. Cry face, start April. Finish, start April. Finish, start April. All right, start April eating y'all up. Oh. The Finnish people, they ain't down for the count yet. Okay. All right, I feel like the smileys aren't gonna be able to catch up. 9 seconds. All right. Well, I'll post this one soon so y'all can see how the final piece looks. I'm gonna finish off doing some shading with Sky Blue by Caran d'Ache, add some white highlights, and then that's pretty much gonna be complete. So, this is where we are right now. Say night-night to her. Night-night. And then we will get April out. All right. This was March. She was super cute. Pammy Hammy with the yammies. All right. So this was what we did for March. And then I'm gonna flip the page and see if y'all was in here lying to me. All right. 1, 2, 3, and flip. Oh, we've done her before. That's not too bad. We did this on Emerald's birthday. So that's not bad. I can do that. I think she was in the summer book. No, we can't do something else. I gotta do the April page. I still gotta color my calendar. She said, can we do something else? Y'all want me to go back to what I was doing last time? She said, just asking. Dang. Took a sip for you, though. Took a sip for you. All right. But we're going to make her different. We'll make her different. You know what's crazy? Thanks for the sip. The picture of LeBron Tate, I posted that video on Instagram. And somebody commented like, oh, he has vitiligo and she has whatever the medical term is for having a birthmark in your hair. Can't remember what it was. And someone responded like, it's because she's a man hater. She said herself she doesn't ever draw a man. And then when she does draw a man, it's a partial, and she gave him a diseased skin condition. She must not have a father in her life. Now, what in the hell? And this is why I be wanting to run away from y'all. Because from a 30-second clip of me coloring Now I Don't Got a Daddy, y'all, please. And I didn't even see the comment. Until I see somebody saying, boo. And who is booing her in the comments? My daddy. It was my daddy. He talk about boo. Been in her life all my life. And always will be. I said, period, daddy. And then I told her to go to hell. Because I am my father's daughter. One thing about it. And my mom was getting ready to get on there too. Okay? Is the comment still up? Because I want to talk to her. I'm like, no, Jackie, don't get involved. Don't get involved. Okay? I said, I got a daddy, a husband, and a son. I color what I want when I want. If you don't want him to have vitiligo, you color him yourself. Now go to hell. Period. Play Daughter by Beyonce. That was what me and my daddy danced to at my wedding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jackie was about to step out. She said, that comment's still up? I'm like, come, just like your baby in puppy videos, mommy. Don't let this mess up your algorithm. Don't even come on this side of town, mama. Oh. You from talking about the new album. Oh. And plus the song is called Daddy, so I don't know why I said daughter. That confused me. Stupid idiot. I can't remember nothing. Okay, let's do Buttercup Yellow for her complexion. I'm going to try and switch it up from what we did. Did I get to Daughter yet? I haven't started listening to it again since I got to Two Hands to Heaven. I never put it back on. I never put it back. This is Buttercup, not Buttercup, Buttercup Yellow, Y145. I'm long past it. Okay. I don't think that was on the list of ones that were tantalizing. From what I recall, I liked definitely Spaghetti, definitely Riverdance, definitely Yaya, definitely Jolene. There was another one that I thought was nice. Basically what I said about Papa. But was it country sounding? Was it country? And you know what? I liked the little Willie Nelson little smoke hour or whatever. Little in-betweens. I thought that was cute. A little Dolly Parton little... You know, I liked those. Even though that wasn't music. But there was that first section. Whew. I knew it was crazy when I was like happy to hear 16 characters. I knew I was really out here fighting for my life when I was happy to hear that. Yeah, essentially I like all the least country ones. The last section is for me. I could tell it was for me, and I never got back to it because I want to be able to listen to it loud. I don't want to hear it in my headphones. I want to hear it with the bass. And Mr. Coco keep telling me I don't want to hear all that, so I'm trying to Maybe I'll go for a drive tomorrow. Because I was listening to it on the stereo downstairs when he wasn't here. And he just been in the house for the past 2 days. I like the country girls, so I enjoyed the musicality of it. Yes, I liked Blackbird. Is that what it was called? That's country as hell. Had my girl Tanner on it. Purr. I think I mostly liked it because I just heard her on it. And I was like, oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. So, how the mods putting suggestions in here and you didn't want me to color this page? You want her to be ginger? Wasn't she kind of ginger last time? Let's see. Stop attacking. I'm not attacking. That was just a observation. I already don't feel like doing the background for this page. And I'm nowhere near background ready. And I'm already side-eyeing it. Like, get somebody else to do it. Can you take a picture of me? Huh? Can you take a picture of me? Get somebody else to do it. Period. Is this her ear? Did we determine this is her ear? It is now. These are Ohuhu alcohol-based markers, so the streaking is pretty much prevented by the alcohol, making it a smooth finish. So as long as you get to it in time before the ink dries, it will not overlap on itself and cause streaks. But if you use water-based markers like Crayola, for example, there is no way to prevent streaks. The streaks gon' streak. So take a look at whatever your markers are that you're using and see what base they are. I didn't make it in here last time. Whoops. Her earring was on it. $16 carriages. Yeah, it is clogging out. A little bit here and there. Getting a bit spotty. That's when I have to slow it down. Slow it down. If your marker starts to run out, slow yourself down so more ink can get through and saturate the paper. Because the faster you move, the less ink is getting on each part of the page. I never use the fatter end of the marker. You know? Not streakiana. We don't need a streakiana, sister. Yeah, the rings are a little tough, but I feel like I just kind of wiggle it around. I was like, next year I'm just gonna have it cut off above there. But I just like that when it's hanging. I don't know. I like to struggle sometimes, but this is not just made for me. This is also for consumption. So I can't just think about my enjoyment in coloring struggles. It makes me feel alive. I don't know. I've been trying like other alcohol-based markers. I don't have a runner-up yet for Ohuhu. The markers that I've tried, they just weren't my jam. Boom, boom. My lips are so dry. If you see a bunch of Amazon purchases that's not in your store for I contributed, well, thank you. Thank you for your service. Yes, I actually used to only use Prisma markers, but I feel like those are like comparable price-wise to Ohuhu. But when I was in college, I only used Prisma markers and Copics actually. And I had all of them. My parents got me a full set as a Christmas gift when I was I want to say sophomore. And that was many moons ago. So a lot of those markers are dead and gone, dead and gone. Alright. One thing I've noticed, I don't love coloring in flowers with like traditional mediums. I like doing them digitally, but whenever I have to color flowers like in a coloring book, I feel a little intimidated. I'm like, girl, what you gonna do with all these flowers? What you finna do with all these flowers? So that's what's on my mind right now. I feel that way about butterfly. Yeah, I feel like that too. I did some detailing on a fro with a purple Prisma marker when you first started posting on TikTok. Yeah, I think I used a few Prismas in my first videos. Because I was digging through those rusty, crusty art boxes I found in the back of my closet. Do you have an obsession with floral things? Because every video I always notice something floral. Obsession? No. I'm not obsessed with anything besides my husband and my son. But I do like to draw them. As it is a part of my aesthetic, I would say. But I often don't include them. If you look at my art, my portfolio, my Instagram, just posted 2 things with no florals today on Instagram. I'm already exhausted from this. Sip break. There's always the odd ways. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you very much. Pause and start a new page. That wouldn't help my exhaustion. I just started this page. Coloring books are linked in my bio. Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna hit it up with rose beige. I want to try and get as far as I can in her skin as possible, because I would like to finish this tomorrow, not make this a 2.5 day project. Again, this is rose beige. Just adding some shading to the side of her face. What's my favorite coloring book? I do not have a exact favorite, but volume 1 will always be a favorite because it was the first, and then volume 6 is my latest coloring book. So I feel like that shows the most recent evolution of me. So I usually say the first and the last, whatever the last is at that moment, because I am constantly evolving. So the books always look a little bit different each time. So that's my final answer. Boom. Boom, boom. Have I ever done blue eyes? I used to draw a lot of blue-eyed, fair-skinned, everything back in the day, and now I usually am brown-eyed, occasional green eye, but mostly brown. kind of make up where the shade. If I'm being honest. If I was drawing like something professionally, I would be a little more thoughtful with my shadow placement and light source. But because I'm in my coloring book, I kind of fudge it, if I'm being honest. If I am being honest. Thank you. I call it intuitive. Yes, this is rose beige. All right. Not my eye twitching. Tomorrow, let's do a pattern on her shirt. I don't know what pattern, but let's spice it up since we've already done this page and Ashes is bored. Ashes has vocalized her disdain for this page, so we gotta make it worth her while. In a sip for Ash. Okay, in a sip for Ash. That'll make it fun. Tippy tappy, tippy tappy. Tappy lappy, tappy lappy. As we're winding down this evening, as the clock strikes 11 here in Houston, Atlanta, Vegas, aka New York. I want to say one last thing to my coconuts in the club. Do not fret. Do not run mad in the streets of your city. We are gonna figure it out, whatever that means. And in the end, it will all be good. No decisions have been made, but what's on my spirit, one thing I have always committed is that I'm gonna let y'all know what's up, and I'm gonna be transparent, probably to my detriment, but I know I always appreciate it, so I'm gonna pay that forward and let you know where I'm at, because we go together. I know you care just as much as I care. And we will figure it out. We will figure it out. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. This is kind of all I want to do right now. I don't want to get the color pencils out. And my eyes are starting to cross. Okay? All right. So, let's wrap it up here. We right on time. It's 11 o'clock. Part 1 of what we finished, we basically finished, is up on YouTube. Part 2, which is this part, will be up tomorrow, because what I've started to do is download it as soon as I get off the live and then start uploading it the day before, because it will take literally 17 hours. Okay? So part 1 is up. This will be up tomorrow. If you missed anything, if you missed the girl talk, if you're like, what are you guys talking about? Watch the replay. And I'll see you guys here tomorrow, back 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will finish this page up and get our April girly all said and done. All right? I love you guys. Good night.